This is your Hdsr Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Nicholas Blocker's fourth quarter punt return for a touchdown broke a 14-14 tie and broke Apple Valley's bell game winning streak. The Jackrabbits senior acknowledges the importance of the 21-14 victory in this 55th battle for the bell.
Nicholas, first of all, congratulations. How important was this victory to Jackrabbit football?
This game was very important. You know, my sophomore season, I came out here and got hurt, so I made this choice big. You know, I wanted to play. You know, we haven't won it in like 16 years. This is my senior season, so I just wanted to make sure that we got that belt back for our senior season.
The Jackrabbits scored first, Robert Middlebrooks connecting with Jules Dupree on a 4th and 20 at the 25. The 6'3", 175-pound junior caught the pass at the 4 and carried a Sun Devils defender with him, tumbling into the end zone. 12th touchdown pass of the season for senior quarterback Robert Middlebrooks. Junior Ryan Guzman nails the extra point, 7-0 Jackrabbits, 4:42 to go in the first quarter. Coach Thomas Riley's spirited core of Jackrabbit defenders would keep the home team Sun Devils grinded out ball control offense out of the red zone and out of the end zone for all but one play all night. Apple Valley's Kingston Spencer blocks a Nicholas Blocker punt that is recovered by Luke Staley at the 13, a minute and a half to go before halftime. Sophomore Chase Higgs plows through Jackrabbits defenders on the next play, scoring the first Sun Devils touchdown on a 13-yard run. Chase Higgs is 5'9", 185, a sophomore, two-way starter. The extra point is missed. Victor Valley's lead is cut to 1, 7-6. Apple Valley's defense is not done. Sophomore Zachary Bailey, 47, recovers the fumbled kickoff, and the Sun Devils offense is right back on the field. And the stage is set for Coach Robert Maris's famed double pass, razzle-dazzle play. Brent Lanning pitches the quick toss to DeJuan Jackson. Behind the line of scrimmage, the freshman throws the scoring pass to a wide-open Jaden Foster in the end zone. Electing to go for two, it is Ramon Gibson, a 5'9", 195-pound sophomore, cutting off Kai Moon's block and following Nathan Arcio and Nathaniel Cardenas into the end zone, standing up. The two-point conversion gives Apple Valley 14 points scored in a matter of 13 seconds playing time. Apple Valley leads 14-7 at the half. Victor Valley's first-year coach heads to the locker room, pondering what to say to his team at the intermission. His Jackrabbits defense responds, continually stalling Sun Devils' prolonged drives. Amir Durousseau, 50, a 6'2", 270-pound junior nose guard with the solo tackle, swinging the ball carrier down here. Watch Vic Villa, number 6, the 5'6", 175-pound senior linebacker with the solo tackle. No gain on the play. The Jackrabbits draw even when Taekwon Walker fields the punt at midfield and races 55 yards to score. Taekwon Walker, 6'1", 165, a senior. Ryan Guzman nails the extra point. It's tied at 14 with 7:29 to play in quarter number 3. The defense, special teams, and Nicholas Blocker heroics make the difference. The 21-14 victory sends the bell back to Victor Valley High School and sends a message to Jackrabbits' upcoming opponents, 4 straight Jackrabbits victories to start the season. September's second round of Friday Night Lights was a tough night for all but one local Mojave River League team. Oak Hills, Hesperia, and Sultana joining Apple Valley in suffering setbacks. Only Serrano emerged with a victory. Coach Casey Mahalchik's Diamondbacks beat Los Osos 42-27. The Diamondbacks record at 2-2. Oak Hills fell 24-21 to Division I Hdsr Catholic. That second straight Bulldogs loss evens their record at 2-2. Hesperia's loss, 22-21 to La Quinta, is the first defeat for the Scorpions. Sultana remains winless after losing 52-0 at Barstow, first win for Coach Clay Lillamena's Aztecs. Silverado, another high desert team, losing a close one. The Hawks coming up short against the Santiago Sharks, 23-14. Silverado's second loss. Granite Hills won in lopsided manner, winning 53-0 at Hawthorne. Alex Gonzalez's Cougars now 3-1. Adelanto scored in the first quarter at La Sierra and held on to win 6-0. Nate Stokes' Saints now 2-2. We Got 'em Tees presents this high school football report. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery designs. We Got 'em, official CIF sanctioned Chanel patches for varsity jacket. Letterman Jacket Alert! We Got 'em Tees deadline to order your Letterman jacket in time for Christmas delivery is October 4th. Appointments at both Apple Valley and Upland locations are limited. Call or schedule online your fitting and sewing appointment. We Got 'em Tees, 2 locations, Apple Valley and Upland. Oh yeah, We Got 'em Tees. High school football, schedules, and rankings. Boy, what a matchup the Granite Hills and Serrano game is. The outcome will tell us a lot about the Cougars and Diamondbacks and comparative strengths of Desert Sky League and Mojave River League contenders. Both the Cougars and Diamondbacks are 3-1. Both teams have dynamic dual-threat quarterbacks leading explosive offensive attacks. Diamondback Cade Lefevre has thrown 8 scoring passes, and his rushing touchdowns include runs of 50 and 72 yards in last week's victory over Los Osos. That victory contributed to Serrano remaining at number 5 in CIF Division 8 rankings. Cougars quarterback Amir Sneed has registered 6 touchdown passes and scored 6 rushing touchdowns. He leads Cougars ball carriers, averaging 160 yards rushing a game. Coaches Alex Gonzalez and Casey Mahalchik are the longest-standing head coaches in the High Desert. Alex Gonzalez, the dean of High Desert coaches in his 11th season leading the Cougars. This is Casey Mahalchik's 9th season at the reins of the Diamondbacks. Victor Valley first-year head coach Thomas Riley continues to sound the alarm. The Jackrabbits are back. Victor Valley seeks its 5th win in a row when they host Chaffee. Their bell game victory leads to the Rabbits climbing to number 5 in the Division 9 rankings. Victor Valley's homecoming game matches a pair of high-ranked teams. The 2-2 Chaffee Tigers come in ranked number 5 in Division 12. Few would ever have predicted 4 games into this 2025 season that the Hesperia Scorpions would be the only other MRL or DSL team with a winning record. Coach Casey Goodnow has his 3-1 Scorpions taking on 2-2 Eisenhower. The Scorpions boast the High Desert's most potent 1-2 power punch running backs in Zamar Melvo and Delon Williams. Zamar Melvo has scored 7 touchdowns and averages 165 yards a game rushing. Fellow senior DeLon Williams rushed for 101 yards and scored his third touchdown of the year in last week's game against La Quinta. How good is Oak Hills? Coach Robert Metzger's Bulldogs actually moved up in CIF Division II rankings up to number 6. Despite losing to Rancho Cucamonga last week, Oak Hill's second setback in a row. The going continues to be tough this week when the Bulldogs journey to St. Bonaventure in Ventura. The 2-2 St. Bonaventure Seraphs are the number 3 ranked team in Division IV. Apple Valley tries to snap back on the winning track when they host El Camino. The Sun Devils' Bell game loss caused them to fall to number 11 in the Division IV rankings. Silverado goes to Ontario Christian. Kieran Jones's Hawks actually moved back up to number 1 in the Division X rankings, despite their loss to Santiago last week. Adelanto hosts the Hemet Bulldogs Friday, another game pitting a pair of 2-2 teams against each other. Clay Lillamena's Barstow Aztecs should make it 2 straight in the win column when they journey to Ridgecrest to play Burroughs. Sultana will want to get Serrano's game plan against Los Osos when the Sultans host Los Osos in search of their first win of the year. The 1-3 Los Osos Grizzlies lost last week to Serrano, 42-27. This online sports report presented by Valu Quality Truck Bodies, family-owned and operated since 1954. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Valu Quality Truck Bodies, supporting teams, schools, and athletes throughout the Victor Valley.
Congratulations on your first win.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bid fast and last, sold on supporting High Desert Sports. The Bradco Companies, supporting all of the teams and sports programs throughout the Mojave River Valley. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Valu Quality Truck Body. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville. The Holiday Inn, Conference and Convention Center for the High Desert. The Holiday Inn, supporting the teams, schools, and sports programs throughout the Victor Valley. Hesperia's Elias Vasquez kicks the game-winning field goal with 7 seconds left, and the Scorpions escape from Silverado with a 16-13 non-league victory. Delon Williams scores both Hesperia touchdowns. Casey Goodnose Scorpions have emerged undefeated through their first 5 games for the first time in school history. All MRL defensive end Otis Hammer leads Serrano's defense in shutting out Palm Desert, the 34-0 victory, the Diamondbacks' homecoming. Carlos Employo scores 2 touchdowns, Trevor McSween, Nick Alonzo, and Cade Lefevre the others, as Casey Mahalchek's D-backs improve to 2-2. Carson Cox ran for 3 touchdowns to lead Oak Hills past Beaumont, 28-19, in the only high school football game played the past weekend involving Mojave River League or Desert Sky League teams. Jacob Webster hit a diving J.J. Kavanaugh in the corner of the end zone on a 15-yard scoring pass to account for the 4th Bulldogs touchdown in a battle between 2 of the highest-ranked teams in CIF's southern section. Jacob Macias registered a key fourth-quarter sack, and Alonzo Green's fourth-quarter interception highlighted outstanding defensive plays in the Bulldogs' 4th win without a loss. Cale Meisman and Don Henry caught touchdown passes from Seth Burbine in the Victor Valley College 37-13 setback at Glendale Saturday. Aiden Torres, Bradley Crawford, and Andrew Almos led Rams tacklers with 9, 8, and 7 tackles, respectively. Homecoming opponents are traditionally pushovers, but not Atalantos in 2018. Fountain Valley is ranked in the top 10 of CIF Division 8. The undefeated Barons are favored to snap the Saints' 4-game winning streak. The Barons' opening drive on 4th and short at the 9, the high snap sails through the Baron player's hand. Hosea Stokes, with his first enormous play of the night, scoops it up in full stride at the 20 and sprints 80 yards to score. Atalanto had sealed their first win of the year on a similar play, a high snap sailing over the Hesperia quarterback's head and a tackle in the end zone for the 2-point safety that closed out scoring in the 3-point win against the Scorpions. Gabriel Perez drills the extra point, and the Saints go on top 7-0, 5.5 minutes into the game. Atalanto begins its next possession deep in their own territory. A penalty on Hosea Stokes' punt return has them moved back to their own 17. Marshawn Buchanan carries for 14 yards and a first down. We go to second quarter action. Following an exchange of punts, this Saints drive began at their own 37. 74 is right guard Tyler Raymond. The center, 64, Norman Gomez. Gomez blocks down, and Marshawn Buchanan carries across midfield for a first down. From the 31, Hosea Stokes combines speed with balance, slashing past one Baron defender and eluding the tackle of another near the goal line. Hosea Stokes, a junior, one of Coach Gali Wadood's versatile players who serves as a running back on offense, cornerback on defense, and he runs back punts and kickoffs. The second Hosea Stokes TD is followed by a surge of scoring where 4 touchdowns are scored in the final 5 minutes of the second quarter. Fountain Valley's second TD comes when their defender scoops up a fumble and runs it in. This pulls the Barons within 1. They'll go for 2 on the conversion and fail. 5 minutes before halftime, the Saints' lead has been cut to 14-13. 2 minutes later, Marshawn Buchanan scores from 9 yards out, and Atalanto's lead is back up to 8, 21-13. Marshawn Buchanan finishes with 189 yards on 23 carries. This Hosea Stokes 7-yard run comes with 40 seconds on the clock before intermission, but the Barons add their third second quarter touchdown with 7 seconds to go before halftime. Atalanto's lead is 28-19 at the half. Third quarter scoring is confined to Gabriel Perez's field goal from 21 yards out that gives the Saints a 31-19 lead entering the fourth quarter. The Saints had dodged a bullet 2 plays earlier. Quarterback Jalen Yancey loses the ball near the goal line, but officials rule the defender went helmet to helmet, and what would have been a 95-yard fumble return for a touchdown is nullified. The Saints nearly had another fumble recovery for a touchdown in this third quarter. This is Fountain Valley's trick play, handing off to their right guard. Contact with the turf creates the fumble. Otherwise, it is 6 points Atalanto. This leading with the helmet call against the Fountain Valley tackler precedes Atalanto's win-clinching touchdown. Marshawn Buchanan feels the full impact of helmet-to-helmet contact, stunning the Saints' marquee running back. The 15-yard penalty moves the ball across midfield to the Barons' 40. Very next play, more Hosea Stokes talent on display. Starting off power sweep left, cutting back and racing the 40 yards to the end zone untouched. In 14 carries this night, 179 yards rushing for Hosea Stokes. The game's final scoring comes with 10.5 minutes still to play. The final Fountain Valley possession ends with Steve Wilson batting away the fourth down pass attempt. Atalanto has won 5 games in a season for the first time in school history. These flashbacks presented by Bid Fast and Last.
Go, 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 go,
Bid fast and last, sold on supporting High Desert sports. Bid fast and last, liquidation of government entities, vehicles, firearms, estates, antiques, fine jewelry, coins, and more. Bid online at bidfastandlast.com.
Ready to kick tires, start fires, kick ass, take names, and rock and roll.
Your way, Internet.
Levi Taylor's 37-yard touchdown pass to Daniel Dexter provides the margin of victory in Silverado's 21-14 triumph at Sultana. The winning touchdown comes with exactly 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Deonze Nolan's 45-yard run on Silverado's second possession enables Silverado to regain the lead after Sultana tied the game at 7 in the opening period. Sultana quarterback Ryan Griffin runs for one touchdown and passes for the other to account for Sultana's scoring. Offensive highlights were few and far between when Sultana hosts Silverado in this interleague matchup. It's week 3 of the 2016 campaign. Outstanding defensive plays were frequent. Silverado's second possession ends on this pass interception by junior free safety Michael Mendoza. Sultans have it at the Hawks' 45. The Sultans' first takeaway will lead to their first scoring drive of the game. From the 5, second and goal, Ryan Griffin starts this way, cuts back against the grain, and carries into the end zone standing up. The ballgame is tied at 7. Silverado responds with their second touchdown of the first quarter. Deonze Nolan from the 45 starts up the middle, then cuts outside and races to the end zone. The Hawks regain the lead with a minute and a half to play in the first quarter, 14-7. From the 17, Ryan Griffin lofts the scoring pass to the 6'6" Charles Gross down the near sidelines. First touchdown reception of the season for Charles Gross, who hauls in 6 passes for 56 yards this night. 14-14, 90 seconds into the second quarter. Silverado's defense delivers the first big break of the second half. Sophomore linebacker Almatino Mao bats the pass in the air and intercepts it himself. Hawks set up on the Sultans' 33. We are midway through the fourth quarter. At the 37, perfectly thrown pass to the streaking Daniel Dexter, who hauls it in and carries into the end zone. Sultana's final offensive play. Ryan Griffin to Jonathan Garcia. It is fourth and very long. The Hawks defense makes the stop far short of first down yardage. There are just under 2 minutes left to play. The Hawks actually position themselves to add more points on the scoreboard when Levi Taylor lofts another perfectly thrown pass to Daniel Dexter all the way down to the 3. Sultana defensive end Brian Ward thwarts the off-tackle attempt, throwing Silverado's ball carrier for a loss. With no more timeouts to stop the clock, the Sultans see the Hawks take a knee, run out the clock, and register their first win of the year. The final 21-14. Sultana players took the field carrying jersey number 29 to honor fallen teammate Bruce Henderson, who remains hospitalized in critical condition following a blow to the head in Sultana's game 1 week earlier. An outpouring of love, support, prayers, and assistance to the Henderson family has been continuous as players, teams, and schools from throughout the High Desert have joined Sultana students and staff and Hesperia businesses in demonstrating their support for Bruce Henderson. Neither rain nor fleet defenders nor Victor Valley home field advantage derail Apple Valley retaining the bell in the 53rd rivalry game between the Sun Devils and Jackrabbits. Noah Seeley throws 4 touchdown passes in the 48-6 triumph. Apple Valley erupts for 3 touchdowns in the last 3 minutes of the first quarter to build a 28-0 lead. This is Jaira Lupepetela scoring the 5th touchdown, plowing in, standing up from 6 yards out. The Sun Devils close out the first half in dramatic manner. Noah Seeley tosses to a wide-open Cameron Martinez-Ortega, who eludes Victor Valley's last line of defenders. Cameron Martinez-Ortega, one of 8 Sun Devils to score touchdowns, as Apple Valley makes it 11 consecutive victories in this 53rd battle for the bell. Bid fast and last. Sold on supporting Hdsr sports. Bid fast and last. Liquidation of government entities, vehicles, firearms, estates, antiques, fine jewelry, coins, and more. Bid online at bidfastandlast.com.
Ready to kick tires, start fires, kick ass, take names, and rock and roll.
Dustin Reynolds spearheads Apple Valley's come-from-behind victory over favored Marietta Valley. This 30-yard touchdown puts the Sun Devils ahead with 4 minutes to go in the game. 2 plays later, he intercepts. The pick six proves the game winner in the 56-51 slugfest.
You know, second, third, and fourth corner, I think we just steamrolled them, you know.
Dustin Reynolds registers back-to-back tackles for a loss in this Sun Devils third quarter resurgence, the first time the defense forces a Marietta Valley 3 and out. We are witnessing Dustin Reynolds' sheer determination, willing his team's comeback.
I feel like I just had to step up as a leader and take control of that offense and that defense, so yeah.
Apple Valley's first touchdown immediately follows Marietta Valley taking the lead midway through the first quarter. Xavier Salazar's electrifying run of 57 yards. Xavier Salazar, 5'6", junior speedster, first of his 2 touchdowns on the night. But the Sun Devils are unable to stop Marietta Valley's Bear Bachmeyer, Tiger Bachmeyer offensive onslaught. Yes, that's the brothers' real names. Apple Valley found themselves trailing by 3 touchdowns with a minute to go before halftime. Noah Seeley scores from a yard out to pull within 14 points. It's 28-14 at that 1 minute before halftime juncture, but a Marietta Valley field goal puts the visitors ahead 31-14 at the half. The Sun Devils' junior quarterback has an overall outstanding game. Noah Seeley's second touchdown on this 6-yard run, and it's 31-21, 2 minutes into the third quarter. Apple Valley draws closer on this Dustin Reynolds' 31-yard scoring jaunt. He brushes aside the safety just as he reaches pay dirt. Nighthawks lead cut to 31-28 with just over 4 minutes to go in the third. Apple Valley's first lead comes on Noah Seeley's screen pass to Xavier Salazar, who dazzles the crowd by denying defenders a clear shot at him with his open field elusiveness. It's 35-31, Sun Devils at the 2:40 mark in quarter number 3. Fourth quarter, it's 4th and 5 at the 39. Sun Devils trailing 38-32. Watch 55. Gabriel Cerna push the defender halfway to Lucerne Valley. O-line giving Noah Seeley time to throw. Brandon Armijo hauls in the pass and scores. Talk about the perfect play selection by the offensive coordinator. Sun Devils regain the lead 42-38 with 7.5 minutes to go in the game. 3 minutes later, Sun Devils again trail as we again point to the irrepressible individual effort of Dustin Reynolds. Breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, jukes, then shrugs off the defensive back, keeps his balance, breaking another tackle by banging into and over a 4th defender who had a clear shot at him, resisting the embrace of the last defender as he scores. Standing up. 5 defenders on this 28th ranked team in the state miss bringing down the 6'2", 225-pound Dustin Reynolds. Premier offensive lineman Raymond Polito sums up what this victory tells us about these 2022 Sun Devils.
Hey, we get dirty, we get nasty, and we get violent. Hey, like my coach, Coach Sandy, he always says, hey, they got to adjust to our violence. Hey, we get too violent for them, and they back down. That's what's up. That's what happens.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill, corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road in Victorville. Bid fast and last, world-class auctioneers. Valu, Quality Truck Bodies, Joseph W. Brady's Bradco Companies, Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville, Conference and Convention Center for the Victor Valley. The Holiday Inn supports our area's teams, schools, athletes, and sports programs. That will wrap it up on this edition of your High Desert Sports Report. On behalf of Victor Valley TV and Video Sports Productions, thank you for watching. We hope you can be with us again next time around.